Hello, I'm Pam, and this is another episode of Friday Sews. So, what did I get sewn this week? Well, I got a little bit sewn. So, last week, I had shown you all this jacket that I made for my daughter. And she didn't want to wear it because it didn't have a hood. So I sewed a hood. So I just have it attached with snaps. I just have this cute little hood. Goes with the jacket. I'll just use some Minky Dot fabric for the lining. And I just took it off one of the kids' jacket patterns that I have. And I just attach it. Just use snaps. Just little like cam snaps, little plastic ones. I guess that's what they're called, is cam snaps. But yeah, now there's a hat, so maybe she'll wear it. But now it's getting a lot colder, so I don't know. It may not get worn much. Okay, and then what else have I sewn her? I was looking through fabrics and I pulled out this fabric and I was like, there might just be enough to make a shirt for my daughter. And so I made her a little shirt. I probably could have done with a little bit more length, but it works okay. Barely had enough to cut out the whole thing. But yeah, so I made her a little shirt. So that's what I've gotten sewn this week. I don't think there was anything else. Well, yeah, I did do those crazy clown pants, but I'm not going to even count that. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Okay, so I've been looking and looking for my overall pattern. This one right here. And McCall's 2792. I looked and I looked and I looked for it. I went through all of my boxes and bags and pattern cabinet and I could not find it. Well, the other day I happened to look in a different spot where I might have put stuff as I was decluttering my desk. And there it was. You know, I found it and I did a little happy dance. I was so excited. And when I was looking for this pattern throughout my other patterns, I had this one. Now I've made a size medium of this one, but I figure I'll try to make a size small. See if it works okay. I did do a overall like try on video that I am going to include in this video. So as part of this Friday Sews, I am doing like an overall try on. So I've taken all of my pairs of overalls that I've made, that I have, and I've done like a little try on and an explanation of which ones are going to be retired, like done with, and ones that I fixed to make them work, and just ones that I can still wear because they still fit. Alright. So how about I insert that video now? I'm going to try this. I'm going to try to do my like little overall fashion show, I guess. So this is a knit overalls from a Simplicity pattern. Has the cuffs on the bottom. Has pockets, pocket here, pockets in the back. Nice and comfy. It's a little bit big, but it's not bad. Alright, so let me go ahead and show you the next one. And I'm just going to wear my classic black shirt that I made with all of these. Okay. Well, this is another pair. This is my first pair of overalls that I made. And I've just added the fabric and contrast, you know, well, it matches. This is one of the pairs that I need to retire. It's starting to look a little shabby. Here is another pair. These ones, I just cut them into shorts because the fabric had shrunk and they were like high waters. I really like this make. I made it creative. Now this pattern was one that it was supposed to have the zipper down the front. I didn't like the zipper down the front, so I altered the make a little bit, and I decided to add the zipper right on the side. But I find that my little snaps always unsnap, and but I like them, but I might need to retire them. Here is my next pair. They are quite stained. This is out of the same pattern as the red picnic ants are made out of. This one I had actually, the red one I didn't ever put the zipper down the front. This one I did put the zipper down the front, and just the whole make, it was just not good. So I decided, well, I'm going to alter it. So I made the bib part smaller, and I just stitched up the front. I did have to make the waistband longer because I don't have a Barbie doll waist. Let's have the back pockets. This pair I used when I worked on the roof for my sister. But yeah, this is one that is time to retire. Okay, this next pair, the checkered cherry print, and then the back side of it, let me just go ahead and show you the back side, was like a red, like, it's just kind of cute. So I tried to incorporate that into part of the pattern. Has a pocket, no back pocket, has a front pocket. Now this one is one I need to retire because the legs are a little bit short because it has shrunk. So yeah, this is one I need to retire. I did like them. Okay, now we have this next one. It's a blue striped. I've done the big buttons on the sides, obviously, pockets. And this one, I barely had enough fabric to do what I did. I really like the stripes. They fit me quite well. Now with this, I wanted to incorporate that. It was a piece of fabric I got from Walmart for like 17 cents at one of their fabric clearance sales. And it was only like like half a yard or something. And then this front piece right here, like this, has that. This front piece here, I actually had to cut that in like 2 separate pieces because I didn't quite have enough of the fabric to cut it on the fold, well, to cut the whole piece as it calls for. So I cut it in 2 sections. Okay, now I have this one, and I love wearing these. I was going through fabric one day looking for some fabric to send to a friend, and I pulled this fabric out and I'm like, I'm going to use that to make overalls. So I kept it for myself, and I absolutely love them. And I did do the fabric on the pocket facing the same as for that, and this inside part. Okay, now I have this patchwork, has little swirls and stuff. I really like this one too. For a minute I thought the legs were going to be too small on this one, but I guess this one, the legs are just fine. Yeah. One of my favorites too. This is my next pair. This one I really liked for a little while. I would put it on and I was like, man, I don't want to wear those, because they were too short in the length because they had shrunk a little bit. But what I did is I chopped it off a couple inches up from the cup, and then I added so much in there and just lengthened it. I did that over the weekend. And so now they have a longer shelf life. I can wear them more. Okay, here's my next pair. Now this pair, it did not call for the pocket up there. It does have these 2 pockets. Those are the only pockets it really came with. But it has the button placket on the side here, not one over here, and so being that this side was free, I decided to use it to put in a inseam pocket. A little border print. Oh, and I did add a little like strap thing, but looking in the mirror, looking in the camera, I can tell that it's just a little bit too long. The reason why I added that on the back is because I got tired of my straps always falling down, and then looking at it, I realized it's just a little bit big and it sticks out. So I do need to fix that. Okay, this is the next one. It was a combination pattern. It had like the tank top part, and then it had the pants, and I just kind of combined them together to make like a little jumpsuit overalls. It did not come with pockets, but I did add inseam pockets. I realize they are a little bit high. They should be more down here and not up here. Like, I made some for my sister because it was part of a Chicago pattern. Like, she brought a bunch of patterns with her from Chicago, and so I made her a couple of these, but with hers I took and I lengthened the torso. So so that this part is a little bit longer. And it's with like a green crepe fabric, but I realize it's like a polyester crepe, but it does peel, so it gets those little like fuzzy things on it. So I don't know how much longer I'll be able to wear this one, because it is starting to look worn. Okay, now this one is an overall jumper that I made. I put some trim there, did decorative stitching inside different fabrics. I don't wear it much because it is a dress, more so. And I'm just more comfortable in pants. Okay, so I put my outfit on that I'm wearing for the day. One I started out with. Go figure. Why is that? Come on. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that little fashion show of the overall makes that I have made. So I have decided, so after I found this pattern, I did my little dance and I got out, well, I cleaned off my sewing table because it's also a cutting mat. So see, it's a cutting mat. So I cleaned it off, organized, and got to like right away cutting out the pattern, the fabric for it. So I have cut out 3 different fabrics for this. Yeah, quite a bit, huh? Alright, so the first one I have this gray and cream color chevron print that I got in anticipation of making overalls out of. I just had to find my pattern. And then for like the contrasting color that I like to add to things sometimes, I'll just show you part of like the strap. I have this for part of that strap. Well, let me put them together. It's just one of those little touches of color that I like to add. So that's one pair that I have cut out. Alright, this next one I am doing a brown. So it's like a soft fill, like it's a denim. It's not a twill because it doesn't look like twill. It's just a nice brown fabric, and it's kind of like a brushed cotton or whatever. It feels nice. And so with this one, I have chosen for the lining pieces to use this fabric with this brown. Because I needed like a plain pair of overalls, but I wanted a little pop of color in there. Alright, so next one I have is this fabric. So this fabric, I made the like clown pants fail. I'm just gonna call them clown pants. So I'd made the other pair of overalls out of this fabric, and it didn't work. It was a total fail. But this is going to be amazing. And the little pop of color that I'm going to be using for this one is a pink fabric with polka dots of this fabric. Well, that is number 3. Okay, so next, so those are the ones that I've cut out of this. I do want to do a denim one too and a couple others, but I might be getting ahead of myself. I know I needed, like, I need to do something. Okay, so this next pile I have 3 more cut out, and it's out of this knit overall pattern, and all of them are cut with this view A. So first one I have, it's like this like one side is soft and then the other side is smooth, and I absolutely love this fabric. Originally I wanted to make like a pair of like the sports exercise pants or whatever, but when I got this overall pattern, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna use it for that. So I have that all cut out, and for part of the front, like the front lining piece and stuff, and like the facing, yeah, the facings on the back, kind of like I have this fabric. I know it doesn't totally go with it, but that's okay. So just gonna kind of go together, you know, just that pop of color that I like. So that's one. Okay, and so I was kind of looking through the fabrics, trying to find a certain fabric, because I have like this black and white, like checkered with roses on it. And I tried to find that fabric. I gotten it from Walmart a while back, and it's just the right thickness, and it would just be great, and I wanted to use it to make this pattern. I could not locate it because I have too much well, I guess I'm not going to say I have too much fabric. I have so much fabric that sometimes things get misplaced. Let's put it that way. So it's somewhere. I just really wasn't willing to go through and dig through everything. So it'll show up, and when I do locate that piece of fabric, when I'm looking for something else, I will locate that and I will make this. But for now, while I was looking for that other fabric, what a long sordid story, huh? I had found like this blue fabric that has this little print on it, and I have decided that I was going to pair it with these little dinosaurs. So this front, this is the dinosaurs, and it's because the color, it just really just kind of goes with it. And I know it's a little odd, but that's me. So for the straps, I kind of did a little bit of fussy cutting so that when the strap is folded over, because the strap just folds over, and it's just going to be, you know, so the other side will be plain, this side will be the colorful side, and I think that's just going to be amazing. And so with like, even with part of the, these are the cuffs. So I also kind of fussy cut the cuffs. So when I fold it over, this is going to be around the bottom, around the outside of it, like that. And then this is a pants portion, and I was like, the fabric came with like 3 different stripes, so it gave plenty of opportunity to be able to finagle that to work. So there's that one. And then this next one, I was cutting it out and I was stroking it, and I'm just like, oh, this is just going to be so luxurious and so fabulous. Almost like a pair of pajamas. But let me get a larger piece to show you. We have that. This is actually going to be part of the cuff. I'll just wrap around. So I'm way excited about this one too. It's just like a anti-pill fleece fabric. It's just so luxurious. And then for some of the contrast, it doesn't quite match, but it's okay. I kind of want to use this kind of fabric to make a pair of little mittens, because it's so soft and warm that I can just see just like these little mittens on my hands. That would just be fabulous. Like I just wear mittens, you know. But yeah, so I have that cut out for that next pair. Okay, so those are for the knit overalls, those 3. And then I have one more cut out. I have the one for this cut out, and I only cut out one of these ones because I only want to do one at the moment, just to make sure that this size is going to fit, because it would be a bummer if it doesn't. Then I would just have to get out my other pattern and make the bigger size. But I have just used this like floral fabric. It has like large print floral. And so I figured this would really showcase the large print floral on there. Let me just get one of the leg pieces here. So yeah, that is for that one. So I have 7 pairs of overalls cut out and ready to stitch up. So I'll be working on that this next week. And that, life is good. And the preview of what I'm going to make, and I'll make sure I show those to you once I get those done. I am so excited that I have my pattern back, that I found it, because it is a tried and true, you know, one of my most favorites. Yeah. And this one's not so bad either. The reason why it took me so long to do this one is because before I cut it out in a size 14, because I had a 14 to 22 pattern that I just cut it straight out of the pattern tissue, because you know, I was like, well, I'm not going to need the size larger than the 14. And obviously, I just needed to go down a size. But I had this pattern because I picked it up on one of the pattern sales a while back. Yeah. Alright. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this edition of Friday Sews. Go ahead and check out the other Friday Sew vloggers. It's a great way to get to know us a little bit better. And thanks to Jen and everybody. I do appreciate you watching my channel. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.